Alright then, it's time to play some more advertised games from developers. Soulrift was basically a game that was advertised on the roguelike Reddit and roguelike developers Reddit. And it's basically described as being a traditional gameplay roguelike with deep customization, horde loot, and full controller support. And the developer has basically noticed they got some elements of extraction games in there, so how much of a roguelike I wonder it basically is. Is it basically sort of on par, say, like Tales of Magiel or Shira the Wander or something like that, or is a little bit more in depth, Quantumorphous. I'll note that Soulrift has been advertised by the developer here for quite a while in the Sharing Saturdays. Those are the first one where I actually noticed this playtest. So we'll see what the game is basically all about. Soulrift. Explore the Forest of Souls as you defeat enemies in tactical turn-based battles. Choose from a great variety of classes, races, and abilities and equipment to deeply customize your character in this highly replayable traditional roguelike as you delve deeper to find out the truth about the forest. Alright, so basically there's like a playtest. I asked to join. Basically, you don't join as well if you want to basically check it out. It's free to basically do so, I guess. And yeah, there's this little description basically for the game. Alright, so play now. Alright, so notice no sound on the playtest version. So if I was monetizing this, that'd be great, but I don't actually monetize, playtests and stuff like that. We'll check our settings here. So, audio, placeholder, gameplay, placeholder, display. So, yes, full screen resolution, full screen windowed, monitor, VSync, everything else. I'll note that I usually like to see more of this, but it is a beta. It's not the release version, so I will give that a pass. I realize this is a playtest, but whatever. That's definitely something I'll obviously improve on real quick for your release. Steel yourself before entering the forest. You will face immense hardship within. Press Z next. This is a spell to save you from oblivion. Recite your name, may it keep your soul undivided. Inscribe your name to enter the forest. So my name is DFuxa. Select your path. Normal. Explore the forest with help of its designants. You can stash items found in the forest if you make it out of a zone. Or lone wolf. You are alone in the forest. Every time you die, you start with nothing but a random weapon. This mode is much harder than normal. So for testing purposes, I'm going to basically press normal here. We'll see basically how the extraction mechanics basically work. Alright, so very nice UI down here. We basically have HP, MP. Press tab to get my inventory, tab to close it again, press Q to get my abilities. So we got punch. They got punch as an actual ability here. Okay. Y is basically move around. Use our book right here. So you got health. So how much damage you can take before dying, mana, resources used for magic. I like that basically everything's got descriptions here for stuff. So good job on that. So what's here? Strength. Your physical power, gain 1 of 40 per point. This ups my weight capacity. This gives me dodge, accuracy, and sneak. This gives me armor and extra health. This gives me knowledge and defiance. This gives me cunning, accuracy, perception, critical. Damage, pierce, extra mana, weight capacity, so, all this stuff. And over here, so, I can learn up to 3 abilities, so, alright, it's basically the more, knowledge I have, or, more intelligence I have, more knowledge I basically have for learning abilities. We've got dodge, 20% chance to dodge non-magical attacks, critical, accuracy, critical healing, all this other stuff. So fairly straightforward. Dual wielding. Okay, so apparently dual wielding is basically a thing in this game. You can actually reduce your accuracy that way. So I've got 2 long swords right now. I got leather armor, leather belt, leather boots, black gloves, ring of perception, ring of accuracy. So we got Petunas around here. Can't interact with them. Tactical combat. Enemies will only act when you move or use your abilities, so take all the time you need to think of your next move. So move up here. Here's a lost soul. He's got more HP than me. Does he hit hard or do I hit harder? I have no idea. Let's see, recall, line range, noise, sound, recalls all summons, attack. I assume you attack normally if you just bump into stuff, so yeah, bump into him. Note that basically both the attacks there were shown, so you can see I did 25 on one hit, 36 on the other. Oh, this guy attacked me. And we'll pick this up. I picked up a mana flower, so noise moderate, recovers 15 mana. So consuming stuff actually does I wonder if I can attack this if if I actually have this here. So okay, so you can actually attack if you want to, so that's good to know. It won't automatically let you attack if you you move into it, but whatever. Okay, this guy's got charge ability. Notice how he wants to charge me. There's bones down there. Alright, so we got ourselves a treasure chest right here. It's got the Tome of Flames. So, attack, 11 to 14 fire damage, skills with intelligence, magic abilities gain 7 to 10 fire damage, intelligence plus 6, free fire damage, increases magic ability plus 6, you gain extra ability, so this is apparently a ranged weapon, two-handed a rare weapon, okay. I wonder if there's the ability to swap weapons and stuff like that or not, so I'll note that I had to take, both those off, put that on. By the way, I'll note there's actually a weight here, 5.1 and 3.4, so we got a sort of interesting. Apparently, your stuff you've worn doesn't actually count to your inventory weight. And I got ability here, recite. So damage 40 for 57 fire. I just noticed my HP came back, so I guess it automatically comes back. I like how it's also very mouse-based, by the way, so I could probably click around to actually do stuff if I want to, so. There's the World Ender up there. I noticed that it's let me move around. Only one here because very near this guy. What have we here? A tasty little morsel has walked into the wolf's den. Give up now. You stand no chance of stopping me. This world will end and soon. You fiend, I will defeat you. Why are you doing this? I will protect the outside world. Truly pitiful. You don't know anything at all. They've been doomed since before the day they were born. Salvation for them should be death. What's this purple barrier and stuff like that? So this guy's a summoner. He summoned a bunch of stuff on me. This has a cooldown apparently. And defeated. That's to be expected though, I guess, because look like a no-win situation. Can you hear me? Death need not be the end. There's great power within your soul. Follow my voice, come to the light. Okay, follow the voice. So we got player stash here, okay. So we got Nara, Witch of the Forest. Welcome to my forest. You made it here, good, you are safe now. Am I alive? Very much so. Death is a fate that shall not concern you going forward. I am Nara, guardian of the forest. As for why you are here, I need your help to defeat the beast that is destroying this world. I will help you then. I don't know how much help I could be. This seems to be too good to be true. Wonderful. Do as I ask and you will be greatly rewarded. I have but one simple request. Venture into the forest and bring back soul shards. In doing so, you will be of great assistance. What's a soul shard? Exactly what it sounds like. You need not worry. Once you go into the forest, you're sure to find them. Okay, then count me in. From this day forward, you are my champion. Go through the portal I prepared for you. Okay, so there's a portal in there. And do try to stay alive as long as possible. Though it may be challenging at first, either way, we will meet again soon. Go forth and bring back soul shards, he says. Alright, well. Go. Def 1, Hidden Forest. Before you depart, I have a gift for you. An ethereal weapon conjured from my magic, for you will need it in the forest. After delving deep enough in the forest, you will come back here, but you will never be able to store an ethereal item. Keep that in mind. Alright, so ethereal items are basically unstorable. It feels very odd that, you don't have, an I key for inventory, but, it's modern, it's fine. So we got ourselves an ethereal weapon. It's an axe, it's a poor weapon. So we can't store this, we don't have to worry about that. I noticed, this X doesn't actually click to do anything, by the way. That one does. That one does. And I guess those are the places I want to go, but whatever. I think it'd be nice if you actually had, so you actually tried to chop through these bushes or something like that as an idea. I guess it's the wall down there, so don't worry about that. There's a door there. Is there anything out here? Yes, there is. There's a fox. And apparently the fox is happy and cheerful. And just kill the, it's going after the bunny rabbit there. Okay, so apparently these are food. Okay, there goes that guy. Pick it up. I wonder how your HP gets restored, because I don't see it going up here. Waiting isn't doing anything. Alright, pumpkin patch. Whole pumpkin. Noise moderate, heals for 20 damage. Absorb up to 20 damage for 5 turns. Okay. So there's another portal. That'll take me to Def 2. And let's see here. Apparently right click will bring up your No, this is his list, isn't it? Okay, there's mine. I got 3 of 45 HP, mana 18 of 18. That's my my stats. Cool. So I can actually see these guys thing here. So he's got Slime Lick and he's got Punch. So he's got a noise, moderate, line attack, 3 of 5 physical damage. He does Slime Lick, line range, noise, moderate, 4 wind, 3 physical. So you got different elements and stuff like that. Entangle, unable to move for 2 turns. So he's got a paralyzed weapon type of weapon. Add 0.3 weapon damage per agility. He's got 14 HP. He's got 6 mana. So poison spores, punch. Now I wonder if we could bring this up, by the way, without out a mouse and stuff like that, but whatever. Ow. Okay, you might kill me, so I better watch out for that. So let's see here. You can right click to eat stuff? No. Okay, interesting. We got ourselves like, telegraph attacks in some cases. So use of X, okay. Interesting. He's got HP left. Let's kill him before he does anything. Alright, so we can spend some skill points here. I know saying getting a full heal when I basically leveled up, so, not type of game, that's fine. You have 2 stat points and 2 class points, so... Strength gives me a 40 and weight capacity doesn't increase my damage or anything like that, apparently. Or if it does, it's not telling me here. Let's just do this for now. Class points. So you can be a fighter, guardian, scholar, sorcerer, rogue. So here's the warrior, here's the guardian, scholar, sorcerer, rogue. Require 6 warrior, 1 warrior, 1 mage. So there's actually like, you can be like these like things right here, I guess. But you actually have to like invest in this stuff here so you can get down here to stuff. So let's see your Stormcaller, 4 summoner, Demolisher's 4 summoner, Blood Mage, 2 mage, Weapon Master, warrior, Trickster, free hunter, free mage, Cryomancer is basically 1 water, mage hunter, mage assassin, mage warrior, Shepherd's a summoner. The Adventurer is 2 warrior, 2 assassin, 2 mage, type warrior assassin. Trapper, 6 hunter. Warrior is a slayer, so it's basically like, warrior assassin. So you can see the type basically right there. So some of these things have double types, but they have like requirements that are like, whatever. So sniper is 2 assassin. So rogue's an assassin. What's a hunter? Like it says type assassin here. I wonder if like hunters a type that like, can lead to like, a third type of like thing. Yeah. So yeah, free hunter, free mage. So to be a trickster, you have to get like, a little bit of sniper first, I guess. Alright, well I can only be this stuff up here, I guess, so let's go be warrior. So it costs 5 extra, we get health regen for this, so let's get this. We'll set that, so now I'm going to regenerate health maybe. Very slowly. I have to do it to check them right. I'd be very happy if this game didn't have like collectibles and like, vases and stuff like that, but I do have to check. Alright, so we got ourselves Tome of Smiling Slime. This consume to learn Smiling Slime. This is not like a weapon like before, so I'm not really a spellcaster, but that could be something I could go for. Is there like, now, it'd be nice if I could just see that leveling screen, by the way, like, when I'm not like trying to level, but whatever. Let's see here. And that'd be a nice thing as well. Like, you should have like some key binding somewhere, by the way. So I can actually like, key bindings would be very nice, by the way, as a thing, like, to find out like what everything basically does. And if I can rebind them and stuff like that. But yeah, it'd be nice if actually you could like, see like the classes again. I'm just check with like, keys here. So Q, that's all this stuff here. RT. So we got like some sort of like wheel with like T. Okay. Y, U, I, O, P, G, H. Oh, cool. You can examine a tree. So, very, very nice. So you can't do it. You just have to press like Z and E to like, examine stuff. All right, level up. So press C to get your level up screen. So yeah, basically like, we picked up some fighter here. I wonder like just like a, warrior summoner type of thing. So I see 4 summoner. Warrior mage. Class summoner. So if I want to be like a warrior mage, I could be like a summoner type of thing and, make a druid. I might just do that just for the sake of it, but whatever. All right, well, you know what? We're just testing things here. This might not be optimal, but we're just going to do this anyways. Let's learn it. So now I have like that there, and I can summon this with 25 mana, which I do not actually have access to it, so I can't actually summon. Now, I wonder if like this guy can't attack over stuff, the thing here. Nope, you can attack over him. That's worrisome. Recovering your health. Your health is low. You should start, so you consider resting to recover your health. To start resting, skip 5 turns in a row while there are no enemies in field view. So you can actually rest if you like, skip turns. Okay, that's good to know. I wonder if that makes you hungry or anything like that. That looked like a critical there with the exclamation mark. So here's a barrel. No, that's not me. It's not letting me see the barrel, I guess, but whatever. We're going to attack this anyway, so. Again, there's nothing there. Okay, there's a resting, by the way. So rest, recover 20% of your resources every turn. Okay, so you can rest. And there's like, way of like rapid healing. I don't know what happened there, but he's dead. So by the way, you can press like on the keyboard 1, select 1. This is always something that like, I'll note basically to like, developer. It would be nice if like you had like this like sort of setup here. And by the way, there should be like, can't just be like escape or something like that. But when you basically have like targeting like this, it should remember like, where you're basically targeting. So if I attack this, for example, and I fail to kill it, it should remember that I attacked her last time and like, have that pre-selected. Right, and like select myself again. Down you go. Oh, I just realized something. There's like some sort of creep in my ass by following me. So you can't linger too long. Okay. There's a hunger clock in play. You're almost dead. So there's actually 2 instances to like the next level. That's good to know. Let's just rest here a little bit. So there we go. All right, so I like the idea of like the map. It's very FTL sort of thing. Basically, like, you can't go back, so you have to basically be careful. I should actually test right now, like, does it hurt me to like walk into it? What does it do? So, Curse of Death, receive more damage the longer you spend in a void. Current 1 damage after 4 turns. So, Basically, it's like a time thing. You're going to take damage if you basically, you know, stay in here. So you want to avoid that. Good, dodged. I mean, killing this stuff gets me, like, you know, stuff to use, right? So it's in my interest to sort of, like, you know. Here's the one thing about the miasma. It seems a little bit weak because I'm not really, like, you know, feeling too threatened basically here. Okay, now it's starting to be an, you know, an issue. I'll probably start going up to 2. Yeah, there we go. Now we're taking damage. And I guess, like, the enemies that are basically inside get killed. Like, you know. Yeah, they take damage too. And it looks like resets basically, like, you know, as well. So that's a thing too. Put the fox heal up. Why is the fox not dying? Okay, well, whatever. The fox isn't dying, so on we go. Alright, so we got some stuff here, sweet jelly, everything else. So I don't want to basically linger too much on the level. I want to be, like, you know, expedient basically is the idea. There'd be another bunny rabbit, but whatever. You are a toxic rack, by the way. Abilities, gain 2 water damage. All abilities gain 2 water damage. That's his ability. He's got toxic bite and bite. So regular bite just bites. Toxic bite. Add 1 stack on use. Every 5 stacks deal 20% of max health as earth damage. So he's basically got, like, you know, a more dangerous bite. You deflected that apparently. Wow, this guy hurts a lot. I think I'm very dead. Yep. So Toxic Rack kill me. He was too strong for me to fight. I probably could have, like, healed my way out of that perhaps. Probably should have, but oh well. And I lost everything I had, so, you know, I happened to. So I've arranged this place so you may use soul shards to better prepare yourself. You will lose all soul shards after dying in the forest, so you better use them while you can. So, did I actually gain any soul shards? Yes, I did. There's the other soul shards right here, I think. So, choose lineage. Okay, so here's where you get, like, you know, sort of like a roll-like type of thing where you can actually increase your bonuses. So, you know, accept. I'm a human lineage, I guess. Did that change my character, or is, like, you know, am I like a woman now or something? You know, I want to, like, just, like, different lineages and, like, you know, whereas base humans, what the idea here is. But whatever. Invite an equipment merchant to Grove. So that's something I'm basically spend here. You can ask for a random armor when entering the forest. You can choose to be a high elf before entering the forest. So, you know, let's do this maybe. You may choose to be an orc before entering the forest. Let's just get these for, you know, right now. Okay, so I basically spent some stuff there. So high elves, they basically have no knowledge, but they do get +5 intelligence, +3 agility, 2 willpower, sagacity with 25, foraging free. They get mediation, so heal 15 damage, mana regeneration, recover free mana for 10 turns. And you get the orc here, 5 strength, free constitution, robustness 25. I'm noticing there's no negatives here, by the way. So usually with, like, you know, different races, usually have some sort of negative here as well, but whatever. We'll take the orc, so now I'm an orc. There's a high elf. There's a human. We'll just go back in here again. Tell me, what do you wish for your journey into my forest? A weapon to strike down my foes. We shall meet again, soon my champion. So basically now I got a weapon to work with. And apparently I got an arrow shot, projectile. Deal 2% of weapon damage, this ability is 50 less accuracy. So, rifle weapon, short bow. See, I have like no accuracy. There's the fox again doing its thing. I'm not sure when the Mayasa starts, so let's just go this way. Get that first, apparently. Hello? Apparently I can like use her bow at like, you know, melee range, by the way. Whoops, I hit the fox. Okay, we leveled up. So I guess this time we'll be an archer. Let's get this, and we'll go rogue. So precise, class point, plus 8 accuracy, agility. Shooter, increases range by 10. Let's just take this. So now I'm a little more accurate with this. There's my answer starting. So I think it starts from the portal itself over there. So you really don't want to linger because, like, you know, the portal basically start you know, boosting it out on you. And I kind of wish this decancels, like, you know, not spacebar, but whatever. No rebind keys, right? So can't really fix that yet. Down he goes. It makes sense for me to go up this way, by the way, because, like, you know, Manson's coming from over there, so. Down you go. Down you go. Ah, a treasure chest. We got ourselves a great sword, two-handed common weapon for attacking with, skills of strength. Ah, so it actually tells you what it skills with. It helps you out. Okay, so put those there. Yeah, I could put interesting. That's a very big sword. Kind of, you know, makes you think of that, like, you know, Anna with the guy with the very, you know, backwards sword. One of his, like, you know, companions basically early on had that, like, you know, big sword. Like, too bulky for him to basically use. Started using his fist after that. Alright, there's a portal. And our portal. Yeah, it makes sense for me to hunt down everything to get the experience, right? So. Did he hit himself doing that? Down you go. All right, we got ourselves tone with charge. So charge. Deal 100%, 50% of your weapon damage. Basically, walk up to the thing, do melee. Let's put this stuff in here for now. So we got 2 charges right there. I won't like possibly sell this stuff or not, but whatever. Pressure strike. Deal 75% of your weapon damage. This ability has 20 more critical. So interesting, but not really what I'm after for a character. I want it's better than Lee here, so let's do that. This mass was slowly creeping up. I wonder it's constantly expanding one tile at a time. And that means it's going to get really fast over here where it has to go a tile over here at a time. Nope, it's actually expanding through the walls and stuff like that. Okay, interesting. I thought the miasma might creep through the floor, but no, it goes through the walls too, so interesting. I did not get all down here apparently. Oh yes I did, never mind. We'll take this portal here, I guess. And yeah, I got skill points here to spend, so we'll be a a ranger type of character this time around. So there's a rogue. I could increase more stuff here, but let's see if we can get with the assassin type of thing here. So 2 assassin, I could be a sniper. So 6 assassin, I could be a stalker. So yeah, there's where you can be a trapper and go go sniper, go trapper, have traps. So stabber, so you can have daggers ranged or just more accuracy, I guess, with your thing here. We're just gonna keep getting this for now. So yeah, I can be a sniper now if I want to. Let's get rid of him. Alright, we got ourselves golden grapes. So absorb up to 50 damage for 5 turns. Permanently increases health by 1. That's a very nice item. Note my weight is a lot lower than last time because I don't have as much strength, but whatever. This is shield. I can put it on, but I have to take off the bow, so. Something I think would be really nice if I actually have an offhand weapon set. I also think, by the way, this probably should take this should have some sort of thing to it, weight wise. Just gonna explore this way too a little bit. There's the portal. Is there a lost soul apparently? Or if that's my lost soul from before. If that's a thing. And I died. I wonder if like that's like the affliction like completely like, you know, kills off like any sort of thing there. I probably should have read up on the ability a little bit, but whatever. Alright, so you may choose to be a goblin, upgrade stash weight to 100. A portal to the Barrenlands appears when you enter the forest. The shrine hole. I wonder like these like, you know, are optional starting areas to basically go to or whatever. But whatever. Let's just get this out of the way. So back. So I guess that'll be for next time, not like, you know, right now, so whatever. So not for that. Ask for random ring. Nope, I was just not misspelled. It should be RANDOM. Let's just throw it here for now. You need something my champion. I want to buy unique items. Okay, so you can buy stuff from you apparently. And you can use like your, you know, things here to buy stuff, which are probably temporary, but whatever. They're there. Alright, well. Overall, it's a, you know, fairly competent game so far. I would like to see like a little bit more like, you know, improvement basically, if like, you know, keep buying stuff like that, but you know, it's good enough for testing, so it's fine. Not much more basically stated in this, you know, are doing a good job, so I think I play enough. Hopefully that's a video that can be helpful to the developer. Hope you all enjoyed watching it too, and take care.